Hi there, it's Martin again from Mia. In this video we're going to have a look at how we can customize our Real Homes theme to show properties as sold or rented. So this is not a feature that's currently available in the theme, and we're going to have to use our back office tool for Real Homes and make a small modification to the code to be able to flag our properties as sold. Now there's a couple of things you want to do. First of all, imagine you're a user and you're searching for properties for sale in a town, Campeo. And you get your search results, and what you see is this property. Well, that's been sold, however it's marked as for sale because the theme does not support properties being sold or being rented. So what we do is we update a version of the image in order to show the overlay text sold, however it still says it's for sale. So there's a couple of things. We need to change the actual label here, and we also want to change the label inside the property details. We want to change this label too. And the last thing we want to do is we don't want this property that we marked as sold to show up in the list of properties for sale. We just don't want it to show up in the search results. However, we still want the page to be visible in Google and continue to send us leads, but marked as sold. So without further ado, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So let's go to the code. I'm in my FTP client here looking at the files on my server. So I've got my child theme set up, and this is the original Real Homes. And basically I have copied a file called property details property contents. Okay, so this file I've copied from the original inside the Real Homes. I'll copy it from here into my child theme, and we're going to override some code in there. And the other file we're going to overwrite even is the functions PHP. So let's get into our text editor. I've already edited, I've already opened the files in an editor, and we're going to make a change, which is the following. We're basically inside the price tag here, where it says the status label. This is the thing we want to edit. So that whole chunk here, you're going to replace with the code that I will include in the blog post. And what it's saying is, by the way, if we have marked our property as sold, we marked it, flagged it as sold, then I want you to show the word sold. Pretty simple. So this text here is what you're going to display, and because it's echoing it with the second parameter, which will be the framework context, we can then translate it. And similarly, if we've marked the property as rented, then I want to show rented. Otherwise, just do exactly what you did before. Show for sale or for rented, whatever the property status is. So that's one thing. That's going to change our label. Now the other thing we want to do is go into our functions PHP. So I want to look at the version inside our child theme. Of course, we're making changes. We don't want it to be overridden the next time we do an update. And we're going to add a couple of functions here. We're actually going to override existing functions. I'll just copy this whole chunk here, and I'll include it in the blog post. You can download it and make the change yourself. So first of all, scroll down. We're overriding the function inspiry get figure caption. Now that is this little thing here. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, the for sale sign here. The change we made in property contents PHP is for this value. Okay. So we're going to make this little label say sold. It's the same thing. We're saying, hey, get us a availability flag. Is it marked as sold? Then if it is, I want you to show sold. If it's not, I want you to show rented. Okay. And we want to next, we want to override the Real Home search filter. Now, it's only a very small change we need to add. So we scroll right down near the end. And we're adding on after all of these checks, whether the search criteria checks, the last thing we want to do is just add, well, basically add this extra else statement here. So it's otherwise check if our availability flag exists. It will exist if we set it as sold or if we set it as rented. Otherwise there is no availability flag. So if it doesn't exist, show it in the search results. If it does, we don't want to see it in the search results. So that's it. So we're just going to save both of those files and send them up to our server. Now that's all well and good, but we need to actually mark our property as sold. We haven't done anything. We've told the theme, hey, by the way, we know how to handle it when you mark it as sold. So let's just get this reference SC0074 And I'm going to do a search in our, let's see, 0074 in the back office tool in the properties tab. So you can see I've filtered by properties for sale, and this one is still for sale. You can tell that also by the eyeball here is solid, meaning it's still visible in the search results. If I then right click, oh hang on, let's just have a quick look. Let's look at the sold ones, for example. Get rid of the filter. So sold ones have a dotted line. That's telling me that this is not visible in the search results. Okay? So the difference between the eyeball, solid or not solid. Okay, SC0074. And we're going to right click and we're going to mark it as sold. Simple as that. Now our back office tool opens up the image editor, gives us a chance if we want to put some text here what we want, marked and sold, rented. I've already done it as you can see. I can change that angle and so on. Anyway, so let's do the same for Spanish. Come back to the properties tab, we're going to mark it as sold. Let's pop back to the properties tab. So now you can see it's not in the for sale filter. If we filter by properties for rent, properties sold, we can see it here. So this is good news. Now we're going to go back to our WordPress site and we're going to refresh, but we're going to do a refresh making sure we clear the caches, because this page has already been loaded once, so it's already pre-built, and we're going to serve the same. We're not going to see changes. Right, so now we should not see any properties that are sold. So all these properties in our search results have now gone. They're still there now. Don't think they're not actually there. They are here. Let's just do a quick check. And we'll see it's still going to be sending us traffic from Google. It's marked as sold if the user comes in and sees the property. You can see here at least it's sold. Also, we got our home page. Now the home page is not using the same search, so it's not showing search results, it's just showing the default properties. So we're still going to see it there, and I want that. I want to see that there's some movement in our business. You can see here that the property's been marked as sold, and it will show on the home page, but it won't show in the property search results, and that's exactly what we want. So that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe, leave us some comments, let us know if you've got any features you'd like to add to the software. Check us out on www.mia.systems and you can download a free trial, and we'll see you in the next video.